What's good, YouTube? On today's video, I'm going to review the Voltbike Mariner. Alright, so this review that I'm going to be bringing you to is basically a sum of what the month was with the Voltbike Mariner. But before I get into like exactly what happened, I'm going to just talk a little bit about the bike itself, give you a little rundown of it, show you how I check the bike and stuff like that. And at the end of all that, I'm going to give you just a brief summary of the month with it. You know, the problems I had, the things that I had to face and fix. So basically, this first part I'm showing is like it's the daily routine where I get out of my apartment and try to carry it a couple stairs. So I want to actually get into and talk about the bike. First thing I want to talk about are the tires, which are Kenda Crusade K118 20x4 wire bred, which are very fat, big tires that goop up everything. So the next thing I want to talk about is the brakes. So they're disc brakes, front and rear, from Tecro Novola, if I'm pronouncing it right, MD-M311. As you can see on them, I've actually got some wear and tear on them. I probably have to readjust it because the stopping time is not what I like. Because you get pretty quick with the bikes and you need to stop as quickly as you accelerate, you know? Here's another shot of me leaving my lady's place. I usually store my bike in the locker that we have. It itself is about, I think, 60 pounds. You know? And the way I hold it, if you just saw, is I have one hand on the little grip and the other one in the front, just to give it more support. So I'm using more my upper back. Usually this is what I do for the check for my bike. I check the battery, make sure it's okay. Slide it in. But make sure you slide it in the right way because there's two different grips. Lock it in place, check to see if it's on, it works, battery is fully operating perfect. The seat, make sure it's okay. Latch it on properly. Two hands are better than one. Make sure it's nice and tight so it doesn't move. Then you gotta snap the handlebars in place, check the chain if it works, and we should be good to go. So the motor is basically an H-Fun 500 watt rated with an 850 watt peak electric brushless DC motor. If you know what a DC motor is, direct current versus an alternate current, you guys must know that already. And yeah, this thing has got some goddamn juice, which I'm going to show you. It really kicks in a high gear when you push it on the throttle, but I find it's a lot more powerful when you're actually pedaling because you have the 12 magnets telling the pedal assist to go faster and faster and faster. You can maintain around 23 to about 30 kilometers per hour, and yeah, no handlebars as well. And also the speed, like anything else, all depends on the weight, how much you weigh, and what size you weigh, stuff like that. The faster, less you weigh, the faster you're going to be. Unfortunately. Nothing too crazy, you know, it fits rather well, good cushion. A little bit of suspension, but if you had a chance, just get like a suspension seat or something because you're definitely going to feel those bumps and cracks, especially living in Montreal. I feel them all the time. The next thing I noticed with the bike itself is the welding. The actual frame itself is really well done. You can look at it, it's kind of a MIG or Stig, if I'm not mistaken. The welding is really well done. So make sure when you get the bike, check the welding because you'll be going off bumps and screws and you want to be you don't want to break on you basically. made it through the entire video till now, congratulations. Now I'm going to get to my actual review of me spending time with it for about a month. And I'm going to give you my thoughts and details. When I first got it, I was amazed. I was really amazed. It was a lot bigger than I thought it was, heavier too. You know, it had a little juice when it went off and everything. I usually take the bike to work, to the gym, and to see my lady as well. Only major problem I had was when it was raining and the rain followed the wires into the controller and destroyed the controller. And that took about a week to get the new controller back, which was fine. But it was a week of me trying to get around with busted metro. It was not fun. And as of right now, I was making this video, I have a flat tire. Yeah, fun times. When I'm coming home from work, I usually go up on Rachel and Ontario, across the mountain, and going uphill on this bike, I usually get between 19 to 20 kilometers per hour, which isn't bad. Thinking, you know, how some people who go uphill with their regular bikes have to strain just to get up there, and I just, you know, pedal away. Headlights, I'll be honest with you, they're pretty useless. They actually broke on me and I had to DIY it, put it back together. They don't get far enough to see anything, but if you're riding on the city streets, you should be fine. It's just there to tell, you know, other drivers, other riders that you are there. Like there's someone on a bike approaching, which is very, very useful. So when the chain gets derailed, it hits the sensor. This is for the power assist. So the chain gets derailed and it gets lodged in between the chain, in between the drivetrain and the power assist. And this chain damages it constantly every time it gets derailed. I'm just surprised that they haven't given you a derailleur, a guard, that goes in between to stop the chain from coming front and hitting your sensor here. Yep. Alright, so here's another problem which I have with the Voltbike. The pedals. So these pedals here, even if you collapse them, they still seem to get in the way when you fold the handlebars down. So what I mean is by, I already have it unhinged here. So you can, I don't know if you can probably see the damage that's already on it, like here. This is from the pedal, this is from the pedal, you know. This thing came out all the time because of the pedals. Put it down nice and slow. And you're gonna see that, as you can see, when you're trying to move it around, this gets in the way. So when you're moving it backwards, it hits the LDC pad, which has cracked with me. My overall rating for the bike since I had it for a month, it's been good. I mean, having something for a month and making a review about it, sure, I'm just to inform the viewer, but this is not the final review of the bike. I'm gonna try to. The reason I did this first month is to show you, okay, I had the first month, this is the problems I had and stuff like that. But I'm gonna do another video in about 3 months. I'm showing an update of like what exactly is going on. Is this bike worth being an everyday bike for the average person living in a city? One of the reasons I got it was to find out, to see if it's possible. This month was, I have a couple hiccups, but I'm not gonna make that down on me. Any bike you have, you're gonna have problems, obviously. So this one is the same thing. Granted that you have to pay about almost $2,000 to get this electric bike, not counting other expenses you probably have to do, like the lock and bag on the back you put your stuff in, But those things, they're necessities. If you're like me who uses a bike every day, you're gonna need one for sure.